Good morning, everyone. It's Mitch, and it is Friday, 2018. Here with your free live show. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Yep, we never take a break. Anyways, of course, we do free picks every single day. We have free picks on every game every day at sportschatplace.com. Not just the games, the fights, whatever the hell is out there. We even have some commentary. We got a bunch of new features coming out that I know you guys are going to be really excited about as we release our site redesign, which is 99.9% ready. Of course, today is Free for All Friday, and that means that all of the picks on today's show come from your questions in our Facebook group, our YouTube Live page, as well as on Periscope, which is part of Twitter, but I can see your comments. Anyways, if you're going to ask about a game, you're going to need to tell me the two teams in the point spread or the total that you have in mind. I don't, there's a lot of, so right here, what about the Eagles game? So how many different Eagles are there? There's the Southern Miss Eagles, there's the Boston College Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, there's the, I don't know, there's tons of Eagles. So very, very tough to figure out what you're talking about. I'm a guy who picks sports games, not a mind reader. Would love to learn that skill. If anybody can teach me, I will do it. But currently, I'm learning Swedish, so that's my goal right now, is to learn that. So it's all in the meantime. So, but like I said, it is Free for All Friday. So all of the picks will come from whatever you guys want to see. So it's my favorite day of the week these days. Now that college football is over. Free for All Friday. Yeah, you got to put the two teams that are playing in the point spread is if you want me to answer your question. That's the format of the show. I don't think I asked for a ton here. Just asked for you guys to help me out. So anyways, of course, free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Our best bet's always sportschatexperts.com. Of course, last night I did the podcast with Tony T. We covered tonight's NBA schedule. We covered college basketball. We did the next 3 college football games. We're doing 3 per show. I'm going to talk to Tony about maybe reformatting the way we do college basketball. Or the way we're going to do the college football bowl games. And of course we did our NFL show as well. So it's Free for All Friday, where it's all the questions come from either the Facebook group, YouTube Live, or Periscope. So we will give everybody a couple minutes to enter their questions, and I'll take the most popular ones. Normally we do at least 3 free picks every day. Our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com. So we normally give everyone about 5 minutes to get here. Winners and Winers is a fucking joke site. Those guys, all they do is copy me. Those guys, I normally never say anything about the other sites, but I'll say Winners and Winers is pathetic. Okay? I don't trying to criticize any of the guys that say, there's a lot of good sites out there, whatever. I will say this, Winners and Winers is not one of them. Those guys are a joke. Every day, I'll let you guys read. What we'll do is, every time a Winners and Winers guy sends me an email, I'll read it on the show. And all their writers, their head guy, Scott whatever, he's emailed me saying he wants to join us and get rid of those guys. So, you tell me, man. You tell me. I got emails from him, so, yeah. I've been doing it for 10 years. Winners and Winers, all they do is copy what I say. Yeah. What I suggest, though, if you do go to Winners and Winers, watch the video where they promise they're going to give you the free pick and that they never give you, right? It's Jordan Runco, right? Jordan Runco, I'm going to make a play for this. It's like, what a dick. It's like he sits there and they show him in the Bellagio Sportsbook, right? And it's like he's watching a horse race and he's got like a wound up program and he's going, if you read that shit, I'll tell you what, you don't need to come to Sports Chat because I'm sure you got your hands full. Like I said, I never badmouth the other guys. I'm friends with most of these guys. I've been doing this for 10 years. Those guys just caught me. This is my full-time job. Here's my house here in Maui. I live in Maui, Hawaii. I'm a real person, not like Winners and Whiners. Fucking joke site. See, here's my house in Maui. Yeah, there's my TVs where I watch all the games. We've done outside shows. Yeah, we could look at my garage if you want. Yeah, joke, man. All right, what we'll do is I'll show you the emails from the Winners and Whiners writers that read all the time asking to join our site. Like I said, I will add those guys. They're just a joke. Jimmy is Jimmy. You know, we know Jimmy. You know, we've been through me. But Winners and Whiners, I'm not even going to fucking hear that you guys think that that's a legitimate website. Seriously. If you think that's a legitimate site, man, then you're at the wrong place here. You guys should go to Disneyland. Anyways, man, do at least 3 free picks every single day at Best Bets over at sportsjetexperts.com. Do I do this real? It's like, here's a guy who just shows up today, right? Guy just shows up today and he's like, you know, tries to make a judgment about what we're doing here. And compared to, of all sides and whiners, right around 4 years, and compared to what we've been doing here for the last 10. Oh my God, man. I gotta say, there are a few things that are gonna push me off the edge. Well, there's a lot of stuff that gets me over the edge, but really, that's one of them. Let's ask like the reputable people in the industry what they think of that shit site. Exactly. Never heard of them. All they are is an imitation of what we do here. You watch. Everything that we do, it's like they do. Everything we do, it's like, that's why they're ranked, 128,000 in the United States, and we're in the top, we're in the top 1,400 sites overall, not just including sports pick sites, anything like that. We're in the top 14. Do I do this full time? A joke. Anyways, man, Free for All Friday. It's my favorite day. Take all the questions from you guys. I'm having a little bit of connectivity problems here on Facebook, so it's going to be a second until I can get to this, so I can get to your questions. I'm not a comedian. I just think that it's funny. Is that a yes? What do you mean? That I do this full time? Dude, get a life, man. It's like, yes, I do this full time. I live in Maui, Hawaii. I do this full time. My real name's Mitch. I own this site. I own picksandparlays.net. And I own several other sites as well in Europe. Yes, I do this full time. I do pretty well at it. Been doing it for a lot longer than those guys. Those guys are just a copy of mine. We did it first. So you do this full time. Yeah, no, all this shit just magically appeared here. I started in a 1-bedroom apartment in Chicago. I think most of the people that know this story, if you Google Mitch Wilson, Sports Chat Place on the internet, there's videos of me out there of my house talking about how I started this site with $10 typed into Google, how do you start a website? And I have 4 million readers a month, which is 3,750,000 more than Winners and Whiners has. They pay their writers $5. But if you're reading the articles from the guys at Winners and Whiners that write those, Winners and Whiners is paying $5 to those guys that write those articles. $5. That's what that advice is worth. $5. I know, because they send me emails all the time asking to join us. Anyways. The thing is that really gets me, Paul, about what you said, do you have a real job? Like, this isn't a real job. You obviously know nothing about the internet, man. Zero. Winners and whiners. That's fucking pathetic. Anyways, let's get to a pick here already. Sorry for wasting your guys' time. It's more like I've had internet problems over here. I'm having trouble seeing the comments on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, the Knicks were the dog of the day. I had premium picks in the other two NBA games. It was a light card, just not a lot to choose from in that dog of the day, and sometimes it's just very much a punt. Oh, man. So let's see what we got here. Trying to get one. So anyways, over on Facebook, over on YouTube actually, someone here has been super patient with this, so he's looks like he's a new guy. But he's saying Philadelphia Eagles plus 3.5 versus Dallas Cowboys. So it's not haters. It's like it's not I don't know if they're haters or what. We don't give a shit. It's like like I said, we got four 4 million monthly readers, one guy who, reads the Mickey Mouse of sports handicapping sites isn't going to bother us. What we're going to do is we're going to convert them over. And how do we do that? Put them on winners over here. But, anyways. So the Eagles are playing the Cowboys. So how about this, right? It's not jealousy. I don't know what it is. He likes the Mickey Mouse of sports handicapping sites. And then it's weird though, because it's like, I mean, all of the information about me, because I'm a real person. I'm not a winner or whiner or whatever. I'm Mitch Wilson. And you can Google my name and it pretty much, there's an interview with me that was done by a website called Entrepreneur's Journey that they came to my house in February, I think it was, and they did like a full interview with me with a camera crew and all kinds of shit. My neighbors, like they had to walk around the yard to do like the B-roll footage. So my neighbors, all were wondering what the hell was going on and all this other shit. But it was just, I don't do that a lot of interviews on the, the business side of things because I don't think that's what you guys want from me. I think you guys just want me to say take the Lakers or whoever the kid, right? So I spend my time doing that. I don't do like the other side of it. And but anyways, let's get to let's get to this Eagles game. So this is the thing about the Eagles game. So the Cowboys played on Thanksgiving, right? Then they played the following Thursday against the Saints. Now they get another 12 days, right, in between I'll answer that question in a second from Periscope. But so the Cowboys get 12 days off while the Eagles played on Monday night. So the Eagles have a short week, road game, going to Dallas, right? While the Cowboys have 12 days off after playing Thanksgiving, then the following Thursday, and now the extra time off again. Hardly seems fair. The Cowboys have been really, really good at home. The Eagles have not been good this season. We got to think the Cowboys just absolutely roll over the Philadelphia Eagles. This will probably be a premium pick for me on Sunday as well. So I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys minus 3.5, and that'll be the first pick for today's show, Free For All Friday. Kind of a little bit disoriented. Part of it, I got a weird question or a weird comment there. Kind of threw me off my game, which, it happens, right? But the other part is that my internet is like kind of freezing up on the Facebook stuff. So I want to make sure that I'm getting those. So in the meantime, do I help pick NFL? Yeah, we just did NFL. We do. We have free picks on every NFL game at sportschatplace.com. Every single game, every single day. We were the first one. We were the first ones to do free picks on every game, every day. We were the first site to do that. And we started doing it 10 years ago. Everybody else saw what we were doing. See, but what the other guys don't get, what they don't do, and this goes to the question asked by Nico Leon, and this is from Periscope, which is actually part of Twitter. And what he's saying is that I always follow your tips, Mitch. First time I get to ask you, are you happy giving this all for free? And the answer is yes, because I love this. This is why I started the website in the first place, was to give out free picks and to share my opinion, and also to build a community with all of you out there, so I have someone to talk with about the games. I want to hear what you guys are saying about the games just as much as you guys want to hear about what I say about the games. I don't always agree with you guys. I don't always understand where you're coming from. I think you guys get a little bit hung up on the favorites and the lottery ticket parlays, but I like seeing it. I support everyone that has the guts to post a pick. And Brian Bittler's here, and he's a handicapper on Sports Chat Experts, and I think he would say the same thing. Is that so much of the time it's not about whether you're right or wrong. It's having the guts to at least make to do the homework, and then having the guts to say, you know what, I did the homework. Here's a weird thing going on, and here's something in this game that gives us an edge, and it's going to give us a shot. And the very, very best handicappers, 58%. So, like at Sports Chat Place, where we give out, 1,600 free picks a month. So, 32% of them on our very best months, 40 to 42% of those picks are losers, right? And that's a great month. So 1,600, 40%, that means, we gave out 400 losers and had a great month. 500 losers. And that's what sports betting is. It's not about hitting that 16-team parlay, which is great if you can do it. It's about grinding it out. Having your losing days be not that big of losing days, and have your winning days be more than your losing days. And that's really what it is. It's, it's day after day after day after day. Just because you hit 60% doesn't mean you post 10 picks and hit 6 of those. It doesn't even mean that you post 20 picks and hit 12 of those. It means that over time, over a long period of time, that you hit a lot more winners than losers. And that's really what it is. And, that's where a lot of people get confused. But when we come back to this question here about, are you happy giving all this for free? I am more than happy about giving this all for free. This is what we do. And you'll see in when the new web design comes out and our new podcast network comes out, you'll see that we're going to give even more for free. And also, once the new website design comes out, then we'll start getting back into giving out swag. We'll be giving out hats, t-shirts, all that stuff, all free. The day that we don't do free picks anymore is the day you don't see me on Sports Chat Place anymore. The day that I say that you need to buy our picks in order to get our to get picks from us is the day that I don't do this anymore. Because that's not why I started the site, and that's not what I do. While the other guys will start a social media channel, they'll start a Twitter account, right? They'll do like a Twitter feed, right? Or like a Facebook page. And stuff like that. What I feel that they're missing from that, even they'll do podcasts, they do all that stuff, but what they do, and what they're missing is the social piece. So sometimes, we'll get trolls on here, or we'll get someone to say something that pisses me off or whatever, but at least I show up and I interact with you guys, and I interact with you guys in the Facebook group, and I don't just spew at you. It's social, right? Social media. We're social, and that's what we're all about. And that to me is the whole thing. That's why I show up every day. Sick, not sick. I just want to give you guys an update on that as well. So I went to the doctor yesterday, and I have something going on in my head. I know a lot of you guys have told me, with some of my picks that I need to get my head examined, but actually I do need to get my head examined, and I have like a problem. It's not like a tumor or anything. It's a soft tissue mass, and it's why I've been sick for so long. And eventually I'm going to have surgery in a few weeks, but we will continue on. We'll do the show from the hospital if we freaking have to. You guys know that. Let's get to another pick here, and we'll talk some more as well if you guys want to. If you want to pick on a game, you got to tell me the teams that are playing and the point spread, not just one team. Because some of these things, now that we're in like college football bowl games and all this other stuff, I don't know what you're talking about. So you got to be super specific on here. Let's see. Eddie the Mush from Frog's Tale. That's funny. I love that movie too. We are a family, and sometimes we're a dysfunctional family. That's for sure. We don't always all get along. I tell you, the only time, in the Facebook group, sometimes I have to toe the line because, we don't want it to be a hate situation. We're not always going to get along and agree. I mean, that's not what it's all about. It's all about, like I said, Sean, if you don't give me the point spread, I got nothing to work with here. Darnell, if you don't give me the point spread, I got nothing here. If you don't give me Sergio, you don't give me a point spread, I got nothing. Let's see if someone gives me a point spread. Keith, Jets +3 against Bills. I like the Bills in this one. I don't like the direction that the Jets are going. I think they're headed towards a new head coach, actually. So it's a lean to the Bills. I just think at home, we saw the Jets just absolutely collapse last week, and I think that they can that more than likely headed for a collapse once again. In this one, the Jets picked. What we're starting to see is the teams that picked sort of at the top of the draft last year. There's not going to be a quick fix for any of those teams. It looks like in the NFL draft, it's the same teams picking right at the top of the draft, right? It's the Oakland Raiders, New York Giants, who picked second last year, the Jets, who picked third last year, but they traded up, right? The Cardinals, who were in that spot, they traded back with the Jets, are also going to be picking high. It's the same teams as last year. We didn't see a team like that went from worst to first this year. There just wasn't that type of player. We saw some improvement. The Cleveland Browns got a little better. But I think the Jets are going to be one of those teams that are picking high, and they'll probably have a new head coach to do that. Will it be Mike McCarthy? Will it be Brian Kelly from Notre Dame? Who is it going to be? But I think the Jets are going to have a new head coach. So I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills in this one. That'll be our second pick for today's show. Wasted a lot of time, but I don't feel that we wasted it today. But let's start getting right into some more picks. Of course, we have free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com or best bets over at sportschatexperts.com. So Rod is saying that the Facebook page is delayed. It is a little bit delayed, actually. The new feed that we're using to simulcast to all the different places at once is it makes it slow and puts a delay on things, maybe to edit out my F-bombs. I don't know, but it does put a delay on things, but it makes it so we can simulcast in more than one place. And I see that people are watching on Twitter now, so it makes me think that we're doing the right thing. So we did 2 NFL. Let's get to something else. So a couple people have asked about the Elon versus UNC Greensboro game. And the thing that scares me here is that, I only do point spread, unless I say money line. So it's Bills point spread. But wow. Got a lot of questions here. Do you ever show picks on what you bet on? Yes, I do. All my premium picks, I bet on every single one of those. Yeah, I think it's better on YouTube too. That's why I recommend it. So Army-Navy is tomorrow. I'll have a premium pick on that one. I haven't looked a ton into it, but I like the under in this one. I just think the way that the style that they're playing, both these teams, it makes for an under type game. And, plus we could have some inclement weather. So take under in Army-Navy. So, let me see. Cowboys. We took Bills. Under and Army-Navy. And then so let's get to NBA. I've been red hot in the NBA. I don't want to jinx myself. But I have been red hot. I know I'm not going to keep winning every single day in the NBA. All right. Same. What's the most popular NBA here? Yeah, Golden State. We gave out that game already, so I'm not going to do that one. No one should be hitting you in the Facebook group. So let's see. Denver Nuggets and Charlotte Hornets seems to be the game that most people want to hear about. I like Denver in this one. You guys know I'm a defense guy. I'm not a fantasy sports player. I don't ever talk about fantasy sports. But I like the Denver Nuggets here. I just think that defense travels well. I think this is going to be a good game. Both these teams are really good against the number. And so I like the Nuggets in that one against the Hornets. Let's see what other games we have here. Let's quick hit some since we spent a lot of time talking about some other things here. Let's see. Just scrolling through, seeing what we got. Maybe do one more NBA here. Yeah, the Cavs and Kings seems to be a tough one as well. That I'm getting on YouTube. I'm getting everything confused on YouTube. Who's saying this here? That they think this one. Oh, it's Nick. He's on Periscope. He's saying that the Cavs is a tough one. I think it's a tough one too. Yeah, if you want to discuss your picks like that way, the place to do that is in the Facebook group. But so in the NBA, let's look at this Cavs game. I thought this was an interesting one too because I almost gave this out as a premium pick and I didn't. And I'll tell you what scared me off on it as well. Exactly what I was doing on it. I don't know, for some reason my internet is not working so great. So you guys just have to bear with me for a second. In the meantime, let's give out college basketball. I like TCU minus the points against USC. I think that USC is just not a good team this year. It was kind of like USC had kind of built their team for last year. And now that like all those players are gone from last year's team, at least the bulk of them, USC is kind of has to take a step back. And we saw that, you know who we saw this with? Iowa State, who lost last night and, in a game where I liked them. But, wow, is my internet slow. Anyways, I'm trying to get to bring the information on the Cavs game up. And my internet is just frozen. Not really sure what here. Maybe my wife is streaming something or watching a video or something while we're doing the show. I know, yeah, the YouTube feed seems to be working fine, but I can't get my own computer here to work. But I see we have 101 comments on YouTube so far today. It's pretty damn good. So I want to. Anyways, last I looked at this game with the Cavs and the Kings, I really like the Kings in this game. I love the way that they're shooting the basketball, which is often from beyond 3-point range. And the thing is that I noticed that the line, at least the last time I was able to bring it up on my computer, the line had gone down, and it was really small action on the Cavs. And when that happens, that kind of inverse line movement kind of scares me off the game and tells me that maybe there's better places where I should be. So, I think that in that one, I do like the Kings, but I don't love it. That's for sure. So that'll be that. So we've given out 6 picks already on today's show. What the hell? We've been on here almost a half hour. So let's just give out one more. Why not? We'll take it since I can't get Facebook up. I don't know. My internet just died. wish I knew why this was. Oh man, this stinks. Anyways, I'm going to have to end the show. I can't get my internet to work. But we got 6 picks, and we took the Dallas Cowboys minus 3.5 points. We took the Buffalo Bills minus 3. We took the under in the Army-Navy game. We took the Denver Nuggets tonight minus the points. TCU minus 2 tonight against USC, and we took the Kings. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. Maybe we'll do some more questions again. I really love this Free-for-All Friday format, so maybe we'll switch to this format. We'll call it weekend, Free-for-All weekends. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have an awesome day, everyone. Thank you guys for joining me. I know you have a lot of choices when it comes to live shows, when it comes to free picks, when it comes to video, when it comes to all this kind of stuff. I'm glad you guys keep me in the mix, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day.